Welcome to a new analysis of Tridomics focus on Etsy. I decided to do this analysis because I would like to make the investors aware of the stocks that unfortunately the situation is not brilliant at the moment. As usual, we're going to use the T cycle analysis to better understand at which point in time the trend is, and we will try to predict also in a statistical mathematical way bounces or forecast in terms of time to estimate how long the downtrend can continue. If you don't want to know more about our methodology, you can click on the pop-up banner menu on the right-hand side and get access to introduction of the T-cycle analysis, which is a methodology that is based on cycles, and each of the cycles you can see on the right-hand side with the legends as a minimum and a maximum duration. So regarding XC, what can we say in this first analysis? So first of all, we have to start looking back on the 16th of June 2022, in which we have had T plus 5 or a nearly downward cycle that has had this shape. So we started with this low, we had the beginning of the cycle, and this cycle was negative, and we ended up with 347 bars, which is obviously more than 338. We had T plus 5 that should have ended up here with 322 bars, but we also attached a Bayer tongue, this kind with 3 degrees less according to the rules. So we had a T plus 2 between a T plus 5 and another T plus 5, or 26 bars, 26 days, which is the duration encompassed between 24 and 44 bars. From this low occurred on the 2nd of November 2023, we had a new yearly downward cycle that now is getting lower and lower. What is important to note then, and this is the highlight of this analysis, is the following. With this low happened on the 2nd of May 2024, we broke up the minimum or the low from which the T plus 5 started. Therefore, this cycle is negative. And it has also the typical shape of a negative downward cycle, because we pushed the price back to the tops immediately, and subsequently we started to going lower and lower. And that is a typical shape of a negative cycle. Therefore, the thing is that if we gauge the time with the low here, we had 124 bars. And if we consider the total duration as of Fridays, 5th of July 2024, we reach 168 bars. Therefore, we don't have the minimum duration of 190 days to complete the T plus 5. This means that the downtrend can continue at least for 190 days, and 190 days is finishing on the 6th of August 2024. We have also the earnings release before, but according to this situation, neither the earnings release can change on mid-term this cycle shape. Therefore, you have to be careful, and you really have to consider this thing if you want to really buy the stock right now. Of course, we are touching important supports level, but we also have here the beginning of a T plus 3, a T plus 4. And here it's another confirmation that this shape is negative. We have had actually the beginning of here a T plus 2, but now this T plus 2 has not doesn't have a lot of strength, and therefore you can see that the price is keeping going down. Therefore, here it's important to have the situation monitored and basically understand how long the cycle can continue to go down. And in the worst case scenario, we can also proceed to the downtrend for 338 days, which means that the price of the stock can potentially go further down until even next year, so February 2025. So be really careful. Of course, we will have a bounce back to the upside before continuing, like in this case, or in this case, or in this case. But because we have to complete also the upward cycle. So this upward cycle has been a T plus 3 of a total duration of 91 days. Basically, this is a T plus 3 hybrid, 91 days. And therefore, we had also the beginning of another T plus 3 with a strong push to the downside and then back up again to complete a T plus 2, which had a total duration of 28 days. But you can see also here that in the T plus 2, we had a sharper move to the downside back again, which means that we don't have the necessary strength to basically to interrupt this downtrend that is not just a short-term downtrend, but also a mid-term downtrend, which has been divided as the first T plus 5 and the second T plus 5. So I hope this analysis has given you insights. So be really careful to manage your position if you wanted to buy the stocks right now, even if we have reached important supports level. Be really careful because we can continue to go down for a long time. Thanks for watching and see you to the next episode.